Say hello and welcome to Comfort Legacies with Fay Michelle and Miss and April Dodd, Miss Illustrator. So, April, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
a native
yes.
Washingtonian. I've been here all my life, all of 40 years. I am an artist. I'm a chef. I'm a mixologist. I am a fashion designer. I'm a party planner, event planner. I'm a host. I do quite a bit different things. But as far as the art goes, I've been doing that all my life. Elementary, I'll give you a little history from starting to now. Elementary, I won a poster contest. We had to do pick our favorite characters and do a poster contest. I chose The Simpsons. And I can't even remember the theme of the poster contest, but I remember it was kind of supposed to be funny. And so I won. I was one of the students who won from DC, and my work landed me. My poster ended up being in the Corcoran Art Gallery in DC. So that was
Okay.
a major accomplishment because I was only in maybe like the fourth grade. Junior high school, I really thought to be more recognized for my talent by illustrating my teachers who me and my friends did not care for too much. And I would make funny, kind of comic sort of sketches that mimicked them, but kind of made them a little distorted, I would call it. Um, but I got in trouble for that too. But I did my skills were recognized at the same time. And then my actual first, I guess, hustle, I would say, um, in junior high, I would do nails. So um,
Ah,
um, the girls would go because back then it was not like a lot of the whole acrylic and the sculptured nails and all of that. You would go to the store, the beauty salon, I mean the beauty supply store, or even CVS, and you would buy the pack of nails that came with maybe 20 nails, and you would fit those to the size of your fingers. So they would bring the nails to school during lunchtime. I would size the 10 nails that I needed. I would then take them home. I would design the nails, come back the next day, and glue the
oh,
nails on. So
wow.
yeah, I would charge them like maybe $20 to $25, and that was a going price for a professional back then too. But
Yes.
I was like maybe 15 or 14 doing that. And so that was like my first hustle. That's when I knew, okay, I could make money from doing art.
Right.
So um, after that, I kind of took a gap with art. Life took over. I was young. I was doing whatever I wanted to do. And so in the past, I'd say 7, 8 years, I've really started to take my work seriously. And that's because I started to take my life more seriously. And the older you get, the more you see things for what they really are. I still have fun. I still enjoy myself. But right now, everything is pretty much about my work and getting that out there, get my work out there, get my energy out there, letting people know who I am, um, and that sort of thing. So right now, I do a lot of artwork on canvas. I do a lot of
Ah,
interior design work. I just did a penthouse apartment, well, penthouse suite in Southwest DC for a guy a couple of days ago, and he was really pleased with that. Um,
so you said you did a penthouse suite. What did you design his penthouse?
So he wanted to do he wanted to do something different with the walls. And so he sent me a picture. He just wanted something kind of basic, just two kind of mixed grays. And the thing about that is kind of funny because a lot of times, people will say, this is the idea I want for, like, when it comes to the interior design stuff, they'll Google things and all of that. And I was like, okay, I keep looking at the picture and I'm trying to get it as close as I can to the picture, which wasn't hard to do, but I was like, this isn't enough. And he kind of let me just do me. And when it was done, it was completely different from what he had, but it was so extravagant. It's so beautiful. It kind of looks like, it reminds you of an amphibian's kind of skin, like snake skin. There's a lot of texture, a lot of depth, and there's a lot of vibrant through the wall. So he's very happy with that. And so yeah, I do that sort of work. I do the illustrating now since my good friend Crystal introduced me to the illustrating world by asking me or honoring me to do her book with her. And that has been a fun experience. And so now that I have that kind of under my belt, I'm out here calling myself an illustrator every time when somebody says, "What do you do?" Well, I am an illustrator amongst other things. So I added
So
that
it's taking, you feel like it's taking the lead?
I do. Since I've done that with her, me and her both have been promoting the book really, really heavy. Especially me. I've sent it to all my friends, all my contacts in my phones. I've made a social media Instagram page for the Town of Utopia. If you're on Instagram, just put in the Town of Utopia. You'll see a bunch of pictures of all the kids and adults enjoying the book. But yeah, since I did that with her, a lot of opportunities have been presented to me. I have a good friend who wants to do a book called The Plant Wardrobe, which will be a coloring book based around plants and healing and just all sorts of kind of spiritual, holistic stuff. I have another young lady who wants to do a book with me, and then me and Crystal are working on her second book, which is called Mommy, I See You. So a lot is happening from the one opportunity with the first book, The Town of Utopia, and I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, okay. So that is so exciting. I'm just letting you flow. Just go ahead and tell everything that you have that you need to know. Anybody that might want to tap into this illustrator's world, what should they expect?
Whoa. So going into it for the first time, because I'm an artist, in my mind, I'm like, this isn't going to be much. I'm already an artist. I know how to draw. I know how to sketch. I know how to paint. And so no, that was not the deal. Um, I went into it thinking that I would sketch out all the characters in which this book had about 12 characters. She had already had illustrations done, but she wanted to change them. She wanted to revise them. And so when I got the book and I kind of read what was going on and got the energy of the book, it wasn't hard to come up with the characters. It was just kind of difficult to figure out how I would get these characters to have different backgrounds, different body movements, facial expressions, depending on the mood of the page, what was being read or portrayed. And so in the beginning, I started to sketch, and then I thought that I would end up just kind of coloring the sketches in or painting them. I just didn't know which way to go, and it became a
Yes.
little frustrating. And so I reached out to one of my fellow artist friends. His name is Demont Pender, and he also just did. He just illustrated his first book too, so that was kind of interesting that he gave me direction.
You're gonna have to hook him up with me.
Yes, I will. He's an artist kind of the stars. He kind of travels around. He began his career, I'll give you a snippet. He began his career traveling around with Raheem Devon, who is from DC. Demont is from New York, but he's in DC now. And so what he would do is during Raheem Devon's performances, he would be to the side painting, live painting, and that
Yes.
on. So he's been on all types of Tonight shows and all types of news broadcasts. He's been everywhere. He's been with so many celebrities. So I'm fortunate to have him like as a friend, and I can just say, hey, I need help with this. And so he told me what to do. He said, April, just go buy you the latest version of the iPad, and then download the Procreate app. And it was a good $500 investment. At first, I was like, dang, I gotta go out and buy
to do a favor.
like, dang, I wasn't saying I wanted to go spend money, but I looked at it, of course, as an investment. And so, yeah, I downloaded the Procreate app that he instructed me to do. And I had to get a feel for that because I guess I would call myself old school before this because I was just thinking I was just going to sketch it out. But it ends up being like a game changer for me because once I got the feel of it, it made things flow a lot easier. I could do so many things as far as changing the mood of the picture, daytime to nighttime with just clicks of everything. I could make it rain,
Absolutely.
I could make it snow, I could make fire. Everything is just touch, touch, touch. And I don't know how I was so far behind as if I was going on out here. But yep, so that helped me a lot. And so Yeah, once I
Wow.
got that down packed, I was able to complete the book. Crystal was extremely happy with the illustrations. I'm still extremely happy with the illustrations. Everyone who has purchased the book, like, hey, were you did these? And I'm like, yes, I did these. And so I'm happy with the results of the book. It's
I
a good.
can't wait to see it. I'm gonna wait until Crystal comes on with the book before I go snooping around. But if it takes too long, I'm gonna have to go peek ahead of time. So I try to
Well,
wait.
you can see. I think I on the Instagram page, which is at Town of Utopia, there is one sketch on there that kind of it's like a sketch from the. I'm sorry, an illustration from the end of the book. So that can give you a little taste of what you see in the book if you want.
Yes, yes. I try to, before doing the interviews, I try to not do a whole lot of research before because I like the element of surprise, right? So, but and with having the both of you not be here together, so I'm gonna kind of wait until I get with Crystal so that she can show the book and stuff because she's gonna have to send me a book anyway. So,
Yeah.
but so tell me a little bit about the picture behind you.
Okay. So she's untitled. I did her
You
in
can bring it closer.
let's
You
see.
can pick it up.
I did it in 2019. Let's see.
Ah,
And she is kind of a lot of what I paint is kind of me. There's a lot of me in all the work that I do, which is a lot
okay.
of emotion. If you see the vibrant streaks are her tears, and she's still beautiful. She still has her rose and everything, but it kind of creates the idea of okay, what's her mood? What's her thought process? What is she going through? What is she feeling? Is she crying? Is she happy? Is she sad? But most of all, the important thing, she's still beautiful. Whatever it is she's dealing with, whatever it is she's going through, she's
Okay.
still beautiful. So I paint a lot from that idea. And I do enjoy doing a lot of black art. Um, but I paint, any and everything, but I do enjoy, for some reason, I have a thing with painting black women.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Um, Now I know you probably don't want to switch that camera, but I saw the little bust behind you. Did you
The,
paint that?
the mannequin?
Yes.
Let's
Did
see.
you?
Oh,
Yes.
for some years now. I got it from, I kind of go around, because I'm an artist, I'm one of those kind of thrifty people too.
Now people are gonna want to see that, so you're gonna have to pull that closer.
Okay,
You're gonna have to take your phone over there.
he's like,
since I since I
so,
since we're talking about Utopia.
yes.
That's cute.
So,
Oh God. That is cool. That's cool. I like it.
got
It
things,
looks like it's marble heavy.
it's pretty light. I got it from like one of those outlets, the furniture outlets that kind of, when hotels and stuff close down, or retail stores, they just pick up stuff and resell it. So I have a
Yeah,
I have a thing with mannequins. I wish I could take the phone. I guess I could.
you can.
I have one sitting at my dining room table that looks like a guy is sitting there. Let's see. Can I turn the
Yeah,
camera
we'll go. We'll go. Yeah, we'll go where you take us.
around?
It's about the
So
art. We're having fun now.
his name is Carlos. So I don't know why that name is the only thing that stuck. And
My
so
husband's name is Carl, and the kids used to call him Carlos.
one of his arms is gone, but Carlos is my friend who sits here at my table.
Oh my goodness. Carlos, what happened to your arm? Look at him sitting. Okay, let's see the tablescape. Do you have a tablescape?
Uh-huh.
Did you have
Oh,
the tablescape? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, paint.
yeah, I just splashed
Ah,
paint on. That's the thing. Like I'm gonna paint on anything. After a while, I'm just looking at it and it's like, okay, throw some paint, splash some paint on it. Um,
ah.
so
Awesome.
this is a recent.
Oh, yes.
I hope I'm holding the phone right. Okay, there
Yeah,
it is.
that's fine.
Yeah, I did
Oh,
this
love
one.
that.
I did this one March. Yep, March 23rd.
So are those for sale?
Yep.
Are those
Everything.
oh?
Everything
So
is
about how
covered.
much is that? Do they bid for them, or what are you doing?
So the lion, that one is 2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the other one that's more abstract, I haven't priced that one yet. That was more of like a practice thing. I wanted to try acrylic pouring, which is a different method with acrylic. So I haven't priced that one yet. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
if I can paint on it, I'm painting on it pretty
You
much.
painting on it. So where do you live? Where are you?
I live in
You're in
Southeast.
DC.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I think now is Crystal in New York or is she in DC also?
Crystal
Maryland.
is in Maryland. Yep.
Maryland. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay. Good. I love it. I'm glad we did this
Yeah.
because people get a feel for all of the artistry that you have in, well, some of the artistry that you have inside.
Yeah.
So that is awesome.
I
Well, my
started
dear.
one of
Yeah,
these,
the hats. That's right.
but I didn't want to have too much going on. But these are the hats that I made.
Hmm.
They're pretty stylish.
Yeah.
Um,
So do you go to fairs and sell those?
so mainly I sell them on through my social media pages, but a friend and I have we do an open air market every other Saturday, which is in Maryland, in
Right.
Clinton, Maryland. And so because I'm really busy most of the time, the Friday night before doing meal prep for my customers, I can never have the time to set up a table. But this Saturday, I am going to have some hats and some artwork and stuff out there.
So
To
how much are the hats?
the hats are between so this style
Okay.
is 75. Um,
Uh-huh.
and then this style is 150. And that's just because of the detailed rock, the stones and everything.
Oh,
There's a lot of
yes.
and everything on there.
Yes.
There's a lot going on. This one has stones and a whole bunch of detail and stuff too, but these are only 75.
Okay. And tell me about the meal prep. Tell me what you do about that.
So the meal prep, I cater. I do full service catering. I specialize
Gotcha.
dinner. I specialize in dinner for two. Sometimes I mix the mixology in there, the bartending piece. But the meal prep is with the cooking right now. Meal prep is my main source of income because I'm doing it every week. I took a break from it last year when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
Um, I took a break first, and then when the pandemic hit, I picked back up on it because I'm like, okay, well, people can't go to restaurants that much. People are now home with the kids. Some don't have time to cook. Some never had to really cook. So I'm going to kind of go after, make the best of the pandemic, pretty much. And so, I had a lady, one of my girlfriends who's a chef, her name is Rabia. She had a lady reach out to her on Instagram who was kind of an Instagram celebrity, her and her husband. They do a lot of fitness stuff and real estate stuff. And so she has 242,000 followers. She reached out to my chef friend about meal prepping for her family. My chef friend doesn't do meal prep, so she referred her to me. So
Ah.
when that happened, I started cooking for her family kind of every Sunday. I would prepare the meals and meet her son, and that would be that. And then she posted me on her Instagram about the food. And by her having so many followers, that whole week, from the time she posted me in 1 week, I've never experienced having to DM and email so many people back. It was crazy because she had such a big following. Thousands of people followed me from that, or hundreds of people followed my page from that, and so many people reached out. It was a full week of me returning calls and returning emails, and I was like, wow, okay, so this is the time to really take it to the next level. And then so when the new year came, I'm like, okay, everyone's been in the house. Some people have been gaining weight from the pandemic. They can't do
Oh, tell me
so.
about it.
I was one of those people. So I was like, okay, this is the perfect time. New Year's, you got the resolutions, you got the people who have the pandemic weight. It's time to just kind of restructure everything, and just put it out there. And so I did. And so I've been booming with the meal prep ever since the first week of January. I pretty much do a preset menu, which has 5 options. Every Monday I put it out. I send it to all my meal prep customers in my phone, and then I post it on all my social media pages. Everyone has a few days to decide what they want. By Thursday, you pay by 1 o'clock. During the weekend, we kind of figure out who's picking up and who's getting delivery. And so then you have your food for the next week. And so the special is 10 meals for $100. And I know that's like pretty reasonable for healthy meals that you don't have to go to a restaurant and wait. It's healthy stuff. You can eat it with your family. You can take it to work. You can take it to the gym, so it's a big convenience for my customers. And it works itself out for me because I get to buy in bulk, and because I have a set menu, I'm not scattered all over the place with my time. It's like, boom, I know what I have to buy. I know exactly what I have to cook, and the packaging is not a big headache because it's the same thing times 20 or the same thing times 15. And then I just decide who gets what, and voila.
Oh, wow. So those end up being local people.
Most of them are local in a sense of they are DC, Maryland, and Virginia. But when she posted me, I had people reaching out, and I felt bad. I had to deny so many people. That I'm like, do you do shipping? Can you ship to New York?
Yeah.
Can you ship to Philadelphia? Can you ship to Georgia? And at the time, because the pandemic everything was in such a frenzy, FedEx and those places were kind of charging more
yes.
than would. And I had to tell people, like, it's no guarantee. I can't guarantee when you would get your food, and then you would end up paying so much more than the actual meal. So it just wouldn't be beneficial for you to do it. But I keep a list of those people so that I can go back and kind of see what that looks like if I can start back to do that at some point.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. But you were able to. That's kind of hard when you get a listing like that from Instagram, and because people are from all over the world. What's fortunate about what I do is that I can stream all over the world, but wow, that's a great opportunity. But it is coming back, so like you said, keep up with that list, because you'll be able to use that service.
It's not a meal plan, it's just a meal prep. So it's different from me counting calories and the whole nutritional part, but it is still very healthy. I don't use pork. I rarely use any beef. I don't use salt. If I have to use salt, it's always pink Himalayan salt, which is the healthiest salt. Nothing is fried. It's always baked. The vegetables are fresh. So it's not the meal plan with, like, you're counting calories and all this the other stuff, but it's still healthy. And you pretty much eat the meals how you want. Some people will eat 2 a day and kind of keep it on a schedule. Some people may freeze 5 and keep 5 for the next week, so they won't have to spend every week. It just depends on
Yes, that's very interesting. So one day you kind of walk us through it.
Yep,
that's awesome.
Pop it in the microwave, or if they freeze it, it's just like the same idea for TV dinner that you would get from the grocery store.
Right, just healthy. Wow. Okay, well, thank you so much, Miss April. And I am going to say goodbye for now and look forward to seeing you again. I'm so grateful for you to have been here and sharing with us. I'm just really excited. So I've learned so much already. So thank you. Thank you.
Honored to be on your platform. Thank you so much. And your spirit is everything. I told you when I first talked to you, I thought, I don't know, as soon as you said hello, I just started smiling. I was like, okay, I can feel that.
Well, thank you. I'm at a good place in my life right now.
And that's the thing that people have to understand. And that's what I understand now with my work. Like, the place that I am with myself allows to be able to do so many things with people. I was like, how are you doing this? How are you managing? I'm managing because I'm at peace with myself. If I was not at peace, it would be chaotic.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.